Hello, Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, Adab, good evening, and Vanakkam.
Yeah,
So,
good.
yeah. So we are here to on Bits and Banter to discuss the match that just got over. Quite a humdinger of a match, where the game sort of moved back and forth. I would say the KKR actually didn't get off to a good start, which they are used to. Venkatesh Iyer for once didn't really hit the ground running. He scored runs, but he didn't. And after that, Chennai just bowled brilliantly during the middle overs and pulled things back. When they came to bat, it was the other way around, where the Chennai openers actually hit the ground running and they were scoring substantially fast. However, towards the end, KKR pulled it back. And at the end, we'll say KKR scored 171 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in the 20 overs. And Chennai sort of just pulled it over in the last ball and finished at 172 for 8 to go on top of the table. So at the end of it, this was the summary of the match, and I will invite Bala here and say, Bala, tell me something. Did KKR miss Karthik Tyagi?
Karthik Tyagi, you can say that. They obviously missed Russell because there was still one over pending for him, and he was injured. That 19th over, uncannily, the match kind of turned. They shifted both momentum for both sides in the 19th over. Sankaran went for plenty against Dinesh Karthik, who was extraordinarily good towards the last 3 overs. And here, when Prasidh Krishna was bowling, Ravindra Jadeja was terrific. Look at that, man. Prasidh Krishna till then had bowled 3 overs for 90 runs. 3.2 overs for 21 runs. At the end of the 4th over, he had gone for 41 runs.
Yeah.
That's where the match was won and lost.
Yes.
We were discussing off. You were critical of Prasidh Krishna, and I was critical of Sankaran because that's one of those things. But you rightly said we also need to give credit to the batsmen, Dinesh Karthik and Ravindra Jadeja.
Yeah, so, and both of them, think of it this way. Ravindra Jadeja should have finished the match in the 20th over early enough. Dinesh Karthik also just got out at the wrong time. Two more balls. If he had got another boundary or another 6, things would have been different here. So I think that is why, Bala, like you just said, we were discussing off air. Bala, you said that this is why we watch sport, right?
Unscripted drama.
Yeah. So CSK goes again to the top of the table. They have been there. So I think they are also, we can all safely say that CSK and DC now are there, more or less in the top 4, right? Unless some major miracle happens, but we don't see that those miracles happen anymore, is what I feel. Most of them need to win all their matches and to get to 16 points, whereas these guys are already on 16 points, and they are, in terms of run rates, they are the top 2.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
but Raj, I wanted to ask you one thing. Especially with the way Ravindra Jadeja batted, I want to ask you one question about Dhoni. We all know the last 2 years, Dhoni, the batsman, is practically missing. He's kind of the mentor role because wicketkeeper mentor role. So was Dhoni right in getting him ahead of Jadeja?
I would say that, yeah, maybe it was what happened in the last match that made Dhoni go ahead. Because Dhoni, in the last match, if you remember, he and Suresh Raina closed it out. They needed some 20-odd runs. And Dhoni actually
hit
slightly
easier.
Easier. It was right. But that probably was the reason he got in. And then if you think about it, Eoin Morgan was ready for that because he immediately brought Varun Chakravarti, who has taken him 3 out of 3 times. No. So, again, that was a cricketing logic from Dhoni and also from this dude, Eoin Morgan. So, to me, maybe the 2 best captains in the IPL currently at this point.
Dhoni arguable. Start a startup because he's now a VC.
Yeah.
Bad joke.
Yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. In the evening, Sunday evening, it's definitely acceptable to have these bad jokes. So, from your point, Bala, where do you think? I'll give you my perspective. Where do you think CSK actually pulled ahead? There was a stumble at the end, but let us forget that. Because I think in the first innings they did something completely different and did it very well.
See, one thing what has really worked for CSK in this edition, even in the first leg, is the form of the 2 openers and their ability and their CSK team's ability to go for the runs in the middle overs. There was an article in Cricinfo also. I'm just amplifying that because previously CSK had this tendency to take it deep. I mean, play out slightly calm overs in the middle and go for big runs at the fag end. This time they have changed tack. They go for the shots right at the start, and it is their good fortune that they have found an excellent opener in Ruturaj Gaikwad, and of course, Faf is a kind of a legend in IPL. So both of them clicking simultaneously is good for CSK. And the arrival of Moeen Ali, it has kind of given a flexibility to CSK's innings. So that is one of the reasons why they have done pretty well in this season. See, they are given full license for Moeen Ali. He has failed also, but when he comes off, it also helps. So that is what is helping CSK this season. So they are one thing. We have all criticized CSK for sticking to a plan. This season, they have actually changed plans.
Yeah, I agree. So actually, that is what I was coming to. So, I mean, I think the game was won not in the second innings, but in the first innings itself. Because see, you are talking about a team which was going hammer and tongs in 2 games, right?
Exactly.
The moment these guys seem to have landed in the Middle East, they just everything seems to have changed for them. And in this game against CSK, you saw how the early overs they couldn't, get the ball off off the square, and then that continued. It was almost like Dhoni was second guessing or sort of messing with the batsman to an extent where everything that was being hit was going to a fielder.
So and I think 4 or 5 overs, case was also hampered by the fact that Morgan is not able to get those runs.
Yeah, that is there. No, I was surprised because again, what happened where I was surprised was that they were, it was not as if maybe the size of the field or whatever it is, it was actually playing on them because Abu Dhabi is supposed to be one of the bigger cricket fields. They were not going through with the shots. If you noticed, none of them was going. See, the same scenario, you had Tripathi who scored runs today. Yeah, fine, he scored again. But whether it was Nitish Rana or even your Dre Russ, they just didn't clear their left leg and hit across the line or
Russell
whatever.
Hit a 6, but Rana also hit a 6, but they couldn't pull it off consistently. Right. And Venkatesh Iyer also couldn't replicate that.
Yeah. So
which Venkatesh Iyer suddenly, because just as an aside, because he's a Tamil, by birth, he comes from a Tamil family. He's not from Tamil Nadu. He's from, because of him, Gill got run out, and when Venkatesh Iyer he got out, he burnt a review. So suddenly he was playing his debts to the Tamil Nadu team.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, the only way he sort of redeemed himself for his team was that one over he bowled somewhere from out of somewhere. Yeah. So you said that for me that was, I think, the prime point where CSK seemed to have sort of mastered the art of so nobody has taken them on and sort of
and when taken them these to the crunch situations, CSK
they win,
always has. It always has the people who manage to keep their nerves.
Yeah, that is the difference. See, today Jaddu, for example, he bowled well. He was not bowling well for some time. Today he came to the party. He joined the party. He did bowl well.
And of course, the match was won by him with his bat also.
Yeah, exactly. So, see, you think about it this way, but for Dinesh Karthik's heroics in the end, they wouldn't have got to more than 150, right?
Exactly.
It would have been an easy chase for CSK. That is the way it is.
Because, that 19th over, because I was slightly surprised. They wanted to keep Brian Bravo match fit and everything, so they are kind of managing his work really. But I was slightly surprised they got in Sam Curran, because Sam Curran is not in form, because we saw him in England Test match series. He was not getting those swinging deliveries.
You're right. I was personally thinking, the other thing is that the guys who are actually swinging the ball and using the seam movement, they are not going, they're not getting results. But
you're right about Deepak Chahar.
Yeah. So, up front, if they get it, they get it. Deepak Chahar, if he gets wickets in the first 3 overs, then it's different. After that, it is only cross seam. Even he is bowling cross seam. Right. All these guys are bowling. I personally
just one point. He had a hat trick, because in the previous match, his last 2 deliveries, he got AB de Villiers and Devdutt Padikkal.
Yeah.
In his of his very first delivery, this match he got a wicket. So technically, it was a hat.
Yeah, he got a technical hat trick. Yeah,
technically, of course, it is not considered a hat, but it was a hat. So Shardul Thakur, the
Lord Thakur is on form. So I was going to say that playing Sam Curran, unless Lungi Ngidi is pulling his heels in the hotel, I would have probably gone with him because he is the hit the deck bowler. that you want in
Exactly.
conditions like this. So and then you don't need a batsman. On today, it's not as if this guy batted humongously well, right?
Yeah.
So so anyway, so I think
Yeah, the other match is about to start.
yeah, it has started. I think it has started.
Mumbai Indians RCB.
Yeah.
So it should be make the. I mean, say it's an interesting contest because it can make things interesting at the middle level of the table.
Yeah.
So that is pretty important. So we'll watch that. And before we wind up, Raj, we need to make a mention of a small mention. Today is a historic day for cricket because Indian women's cricket team managed to stop the streak of Australian women's cricket team in one day because 26 wins they had on the trot. So it needed an Indian to stop an Australian streak, as everyone else.
And so now we should have just said, where have we heard this before?
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
So
ask Steve Waugh, he will know.
Hats off to Indian women batters.
Yeah, I know.
So
on that note, I think we will call it a day for today, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, keep watching, and keep sharing, liking, and commenting, and whatever else you do. Bye. Take care. Good night.
Good night.